Well, hey there, Wade. Look, we're live. Hello, everybody in Paleo FX land. Keith Norris here, and I am Wade. I am just, I guess, maybe not even a mile from the Palmer Event Center. This is where Michelle and I post up for these events. And I can already feel the vibe going down. I was just out there this morning. People are starting to move in. It's exciting. It is really, really exciting. It's a little bit nervous when you first walk into that Palmer Center. It's a massive cavern with nothing in it. And we know that by Friday morning, that place will be full and jumping. So we cannot wait. And I keep talking about Wade, and there he is sitting there right to my right. This is Wade Lightheart, BiOptimizers. Wade, how you doing, sir?
Doing great. I'm super pumped. Can't wait to hop on the plane and fly into Austin. We've been waiting for this for so long with all the craziness been going on, and what a great timing for your new book. And our company BiOptimizers is really excited to connect with all the Paleo Nation at the event in Austin.
Yeah, we cannot wait. Cannot wait. And we just had some nasty weather the last couple of days, but all of that has rolled out just in time for our visitors to the ATX to come in and enjoy the true beauty of this city. And it is a beautiful city. It's an awesome show. I am biased, but it is an awesome show. But the city itself is beautiful. And you guys are really, really going to have a good time here.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it to get the ball rolling. And of course, we're going to bring in our whole team. We've got some talks. We're going to have some panels as well and talk about the latest and greatest developments. Specifically, I think the community is, the paleo community is, is primed to kind of lead society out of the current state of affairs that we're in. And I think the messaging has never been more timely. The launch of your book, I think, is really exciting. And like I said, we're just excited to join in the process because we're in alignment on so many different areas.
Right. And really the key to, you really can't do a whole lot unless you're healthy. I mean, that is from my vantage point, Michelle and I talk about the 7 pillars and health and fitness being one of them. But really, if health and fitness is not there, it is very difficult to elevate those other pillars. I mean, health and fitness is, in my opinion, the number one thing that we have to concentrate on. If that's not there, then, we can put attention to it. And it's something that can be rectified. I wouldn't say easily, but with attention and dedication, absolutely it can. And we've seen so many success stories. And I know you have, Wade, through BiOptimizers, of people coming in who were otherwise not functioning very well and come out on the other end, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, our mission is to take people from sick to superhuman and find out where a person is on the scale, and then addressing systematically so that you have, everybody has a limited, or most people, I guess, have a limited amount of resources, and that's both time and money. And for the consumer, they have to be able to sort through the confusion and address key elements because it can be overwhelming. And the idea is to say, okay, what is the next move, the next move, the next move, but what can I focus on right now? And if you can make those little minor changes in a systematic way, where you're devoting your time, your energy, your money in a way that's going to direct you in the right path, well, then you can quickly transform your health and vitality. And that's and that opens up the possibility in virtually every area of your life, whether that's career, whether that is home life, whether that is, just having enough energy and time to take, sometimes to take time out for ourselves, and also to be able to contribute to our communities at large, because we need leaders to step up in our local environments. We need a grassroots movement to make sure that we connect and support each other around high quality food, getting out the chemicalization and the over pharmaceuticalization, I would say, of society. And, your Primal Uprising book, I think, is really an alignment with the values and principles that we have been holding in BiOptimizers since we started back in 2004. So we've been around a long time. It's our first time to Paleo FX, and I'm excited to get on stage and share a few integrations that I've learned over coaching tens of thousands of people over the last 20 years to better health and vitality.
Yeah, it's really true. We all come into this world with special gifts. Some of us are writers, some are entrepreneurs, some are speakers, some are, everybody has a special gift, and it's very hard to exercise that gift or to express that gift from a place of poor health. And I think that's one of the reasons why Michelle and I created PaleoFX is we saw that, and we saw how very, very potent and powerful the paleo concept was. And we just wanted to spread the message. And, we didn't really have any, I guess, true gifts other than being really, really good networkers. I always say I rarely know the answer, but I have on speed dial someone who I know will have the answer. So that's kind of how I became a networker, because I just, for whatever reason, found a way to, have conversations with people who were super intelligent and, system experts. And I just was really interested in all things. So that is the way we leveraged our talents, such that they were to create something to buoy human nature and to lift it up, and that has since flowered into many other avenues. And it became the seven pillars, and so those seven pillars are reflected at PaleoFX. So you'll see talks on all of these pillars, everything from health and wellness, yes, but also finances, yes, relationships, tribal concerns, all of this emotional, the spiritual side of the human being. In all of those would be represented at PaleoFX, which we're extremely, extremely proud of. And in you in particular, sir, I cannot wait to hear your talk as well.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about kind of ending the dieter's dilemma, which is, there's a conceptualization of what I call diet wars and people that are married to kind of ideologies and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
if you look at the paleo principles, they cover about 80% of the must do's in any dietary strategy that you're going to, whether you're a macro person,
Mm-hmm.
whether you're a keto person, whether you're a plant-based person, the paleo principles are overarching between all of those. And it's the 80-20 rule. And so why we're going to break down the specific elements that are going to need to be addressed. And then we're also going to look at the specific elements that we have to deal with in the modern world. One of the things I love about the paleo diet in particular is that it focuses on, real organic food sourced locally that, is food. It's not chemicalized. It's not, and that's it's counterculture. Let's face it. It's counterculture right now, but we've seen what being away from those principles has done to our society, with the Surgeon General saying that 90% of the diseases that people are suffering from today are related to lifestyle related issues. And so that's an important part. But we also have to address some of the things that are out there in the world. Even if a person is following the most pristine dietary components, guess what? You are still living in the modern world. We're still subject to EMF pollution. We're still subject to hundreds of thousands of man-made chemicals. We still have glyphosates and GMOs floating through the air that could be disrupting our stuff. And so how does one protect oneself? And this is really exciting for us with the paleo community, because there's so many motivated and passionate individuals who are living the life. And, they want to take their health to that next level. They want to optimize even more. And we're going to share some insightful components that are based on research, that are based on where we're going in the future as a species. We'll be integrating some of the latest breakthroughs that we have from our research facility at Birch University. We're one of the few supplement companies that have PhDs in microbiome. And, we have literally 13 PhDs and graduate students that are doing tests every single day on the microbiome. What's its impact on enzymes? What's the impact of vitamins and minerals on the growth of probiotics, your essential microbiome, the different types of probiotics, what's their function and how do they work? And how do we get those essential guys, that symbiotic relationship that our ancestors in the paleo world actually had going on in their body? Because it's not all just about what you eat. It's what you digest, absorb, and utilize. And that crossover in your gut is really important. We're going to break that down for people in a simple and easy and effective way. And of course, we're going to be at booth 48 all weekend long. My talk's at 10 a.m. We're going to get into all that. And more importantly, we want to be there to support and empower people in the paleo community to take back their health, to take back their divine birthright, which is involved in their freedom and their freedom of choice and the freedom to spend their dollars and their freedom to spend their time in the areas that are going to lead to health and vitality. We have a health crisis in the world. The cards have been flipped over the table. We see who the other guys are.
Right.
It's quite obvious. And the reality is it's an opportunity, a never before once in a lifetime opportunity to move in a different direction. And there are going to be a group of people that are going to move in that direction. And there's going to be a whole lot of people that aren't. And I think this event in Austin is the community that is moving in the new direction to set up the evolutionary benefits for the many generations to come. And I'm excited to be there for that.
Right. It's a super exciting time. And this brings to mind a quote. I have gotten it. I was a political science major way back in the day when I psychology, Jungian psychology, and political science major, which is why I guess I am the way I am. But there was a Texas congressman back in the 40s. He wound up being Speaker of the House for a long period of time under Roosevelt. And anyway, he was kind of a good old boy from East Texas. And his one of his most famous sayings was, "Any jackass can kick down a barn, but it takes a real good carpenter to build one."
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, there is a time and place to break down the old, right? All of these old constructs, all of this is changing rapidly. It's going away, but it's going to take intelligence to create what we have to fill the void. And that is where the rubber meets the road. Just like in digestion, rubber meets the road in your gut. Rubber meets the road, and what do we construct as we start to build our way back out of this? Because in my opinion, the medical industrial complex is going away. That's kind of the last pillar. And very, very quickly, health is going to be super important because that structure is going to crumble. And that's both exciting for those of us who have seen this coming for a long period of time and we're poised and ready for it. And I understand it's very, very scary for those who are still caught in the system.
Correct.
So what we're doing at Paleo FX is we are building the barn, the new construct, the group of like minds coming together and offering solutions here, solutions there, solutions for this, solutions for that, like BiOptimizers. So
yeah,
yes.
you said it so well, Keith. And I'll leave people with a quote from our lead researcher, Monia. She's the PhD that's running our lab in Bosnia. And she said, in the next 10 to 20 years, we are entering into the post-antibiotic age. And so the medical industrial complex rose to extreme prominence with the introduction of antibiotics, which saved millions of lives. But the overprescription and the distribution, and then the continuous move from corporatization and profitization of disease and the treatment of, as opposed to addressing the primal issues, the prime causes of disease and dysfunction, was, kind of the poison pill that got permeated over the last 80 years, distributed through our government organization, distributed through our taxation system, to our expectations, our insurance programs. And now the data is in. The agencies that we have trusted to provide us the information and ideas and the support have lost their credibility. People are questioning them like never before. People in the United States in the last few years has had a drop in life expectancy, an increase in disability adjusted life expectancy, a massive rise in obesity in our children, a deficiency in our education and performance on every single level of society. What that's telling us is the ship is off course. Yet at the same time, there is another small group of people, and they are going to be at this event, who are achieving extraordinary levels of health and vitality, who are accessing the latest and greatest legitimate science that is allowing people to live longer, to live stronger, to live healthier, to perform at levels that have never been possible for humanity up until this point. And so it's a beautiful opportunity for listeners to come on down to the event, rub shoulders. You get to talk to you really be able to stand and shake hands and ask questions
Yep.
to the luminaries in this entire industry who have spent their entire lives 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years about developing these technologies, and the moment is now to move forward. It's never been a better time to come to Paleo FX. It is the premier health and wellness event in the United States. We're going to be there at booth 48. I'll be speaking at 10 a.m. to kind of kick things off on Friday morning. I look forward to having the house pack and really rocking and having a great time. And I am just delighted to support Keith, you, and Michelle, who are just true warriors to keep this message going under the most extreme circumstances our society has faced since World War II. And you guys have done it. And BiOptimizers is super happy to be there as a sponsor and to be able to share what we have with the community. And we're looking forward to being in Austin. And I can't wait to get on the plane. I want to run to the airport right now.
Well, come on in early. We'll get some barbecue while you're out here. Right across the street from the Palmer. In fact, for all you listeners out there, go early every day if you want to get barbecue there, because they will sell out. But there is one of the best barbecue joints in Austin right across the street from the Palmer. All right, Wade. I can't think of a better way to wrap this up than that little bit. Awesome. And I also want to say too, in events, same as in baseball, you lead off with your batter that can get on base. So we are leading off with Wade right out of the gate. Lead off batter. Bam. All right. Wade, cannot wait to see you and the crew. Again, they'll be at booth 48. Make sure you stop by and have a chat with them. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It is so close. So very close. All right, Wade. Take care, brother.
We'll see you later.
All right. Bye, gang. We'll see you in a few short days. Peace.